What is going on, guys? I just got back from LA Collecticon this past weekend. I want to show you guys everything that I picked up, which is literally like 7 things. So I don't even know why I thought this was a good video to make, but I did pick up some cool stuff and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right into it. So Collecticon is doing 12 dates this year. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you have not been to one, this is your chance to do it. 12 dates. There's one close enough for you to check out. March 9th and 10th was the LA date, and honestly, it was pretty darn fun. I didn't do much B-roll or anything, but I did get a lot of really fun interviews. I got to meet the guys from the Escape podcast. They're pretty awesome. I got to talk to a lot of the voice actors, a lot of the talent, a lot of the guests. I was actually a guest myself, which is pretty cool. I got to meet up with my boy Dom, and of course, just a ton of other content creators that I get to see pretty much all the time. We all work together on some of the Collecticon stuff, but I did get some pickups. This time was probably one of the lightest Collecticons I've ever had. I really just did not pick up a lot of stuff. Number one is because I'm insanely broke. And number two, I just kind of like didn't walk around as much as I normally do. I was in straight up interview content mode. When you get to LA, a lot of like big content creators end up at the LA day because there's so many content creators in LA. So I was really focused on doing content with them, getting in with them, making sure that I could get some contacts, get some mutuals, and then also filming with a lot of the special guests. So that was why I didn't actually walk around the floor as much as I probably should have. But let's go ahead and start. I'll show you guys what I picked up. All right, the first one is actually an honorable mention from Dallas Collecticon, because I didn't actually do a recap video for the Dallas Collecticon, which was last month. I thought I would just show you guys this. I went to the Post Malone Dallas Cowboys Raising Cane's down there. This is actually the Raising Cane's Post Malone shirt from the pink one that is down in, I think, Salt Lake City, Utah. So we went there last summer, picked one of these up, the all pink Post Malone Raising Cane's, which is awesome. So I picked up the t-shirt there. I think it's just a fun little collaborative piece that I just like to keep on my shelf. And to go with that is the shirt from the Dallas Cowboys Post Malone location as well. I just really like this. I think it's awesome. I think it's a fun collaboration and just something cool that looks cool on the shelf, and it's got a little bit of a story. So didn't even get this in LA, but I thought I would show you guys anyways. Alright, the first thing I actually picked up was before the convention. I went to an outlet mall and bought this Crocs lanyard. And they were running a promotion that if you got 4 Jibbitz, you get one for free. So it's got 5 Jibbitz on there. I love Crocs. I actually got to work with them a little bit last year, so that's why I think it's awesome. And then I always look for a brand new lanyard for the convention season, just to have something different, something new. I think the lanyards that they give you are like really chintzy and really lame. So it's always fun to like switch out the badges for a fun new lanyard. So I'm going to actually be rocking the Croc lanyard for the convention year, and I cannot wait. I'm going to add some more Jibbitz on there, switch some of these out, switch some with my shoes. This is going to be fun. So number one on the list, the Crocs Jibbit lanyard. Speaking of lanyards, we got 2 more lanyards I want to talk about. Now, this one is probably one of my favorite things that they've done. So tag grading, you know, you guys are all familiar with grading services, PSA, Beckett, CGC, etc. There's a brand new AI one kind of coming up on the scene called tag grading. Personally, I think their labels and like encapsulations look really, really clean with the see-through label. They actually did the badges for the Collecticon Los Angeles location, and they're awesome. It's got like the cracked ice holofoil on there. It's got all the sponsors, and then it's got the all access on the bottom. So this was actually our badges to get in, and if you were part of like the guests or if you were all access, you were able to get one of these. And I think honestly it's just such a nice touch. It looks amazing, looks awesome. It's got kind of the all access Collecticon LA Convention Center, the date, and personally this is just one to add to the lanyard collection, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. And another awesome thing that they were doing this weekend at the tag grading booth is you could actually get your personalized trading card from them. Cracked ice, they scan your face, they kind of run it through a little bit of an animation screening, and then you get to put like your name, your tag. I put Caleb Swag there on the bottom, and then they slab it up in one of their tag grading things. You could actually pay for this. I was lucky enough to get one of these for free, being a guest, whatever, but man, this is just such a cool thing. The 1-of-1 Caleb Swag card, I always love that. I've always wanted my own card, and I've always wanted something encapsulated in like a PSA slab or something like that. So I think it's amazing that they were doing something like this. It's just one of those things that I think is going to be a little revolutionary for this style of grading. I think it's just cool and a fun way to promote your product. Absolutely love this. The 1-of-1 Caleb Swag trading card. How freaking cool is that, man? Moving on to the actual cards, Bandai literally just announced that they were cutting production and reprints on the first 4 sets, set OPO 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is insane. We knew that reprints were coming, and I thought that reprints for everything was coming, but it just looks like set 5 onward is going to get an actual reprint. So as part of my collection, I was on a mission to pick up a set 2, 3, and 4 box at this Collecticon just because they have quit production and it's something I want in my collection indefinitely. I do have sitting on the shelf a blue bottom first edition print of the very first OP01 boxes. This is a grailed item in my opinion. This is something that's going to be in the collection for a very, very long time. I love this. It's absolutely amazing. I actually need to get like an acrylic case for this bad boy, but I'm super stoked to have this. But man, getting these boxes now is going to be an insane challenge. The only one I was able to pick up for a somewhat affordable price was a Kingdom of Intrigue box, OP04, so I absolutely love this. I'm super pumped to actually have this in my collection. I actually brought some Hidden Fates, Pokemon Hidden Fates tins with me. I brought the collection, the Gyarados, the Charizard, and the Pikachu tins. So I took those. They're worth about, you know, $150 to $180 right now, so I was able to just straight across trade for a Kingdoms of Intrigue box, and I personally think that these boxes are going to go up in value. OP02 is like, man, $350. OP03 is like $300. This is going to be the cheapest one to get, so like, hey, you know what? Might as well scoop one up right now, especially for a one-of-one straight across trade. So Kingdom of Intrigue box, absolutely love it. Now, I was able to also get 4 cards for my personal collection. The first one that I wanted to pick up was a Monkey D. Luffy card. This was the tournament tour promo that they did for the World Tournament down in Los Angeles. As far as promos go, it's one of my favorite. I'm a huge fan of stamp promos, so the fact that this has, you know, like the World Games Fest 23rd to the 24th, the World Tour Bandai stamp on there, absolutely had to get this. And of course, Gear 5 Monkey D. Luffy. How can you go wrong with something like that? Another card that I've been wanting to grab for a really long time, and these are all from my personal collection. I plan on grading these, getting them slabbed up, getting them put into my personal PC, personal collection. Gonna hold on to these for a while. One of those cards that I've wanted for a really long time was the, I think this might be Event Pack 1 or 2, I think. I cannot remember specifically. This is the Porcus D Ace. I just think this is one of the coolest and most awesome arts that I've seen of Ace in this entire card game. Fire Fist, got the flame fingers going. It looks absolutely amazing. The holofoil looks great, so definitely adding this to my personal collection. Gonna send these off to PSA at some point, actually. The next card, kind of random, is going to be the Monkey D. Luffy Treasure Cruise winner card. And I think this was part of Tournament Pack 5 for the winners. And you know, they print a lot of these, they really do, but the reason I wanted to pick this one up specifically is because One Piece Treasure Cruise was a game that I played so much in college. I spent so much money on it. I played it every single day. Eventually, you know, I had to take some time off of it, and the meta got a little bit too crazy. The game just progressed too far that I had to pretty much quit, but there's going to be a piece of me that always loved and clinged on to One Piece Treasure Cruise, so that is exactly why I had to pick this up. And last, but certainly not least, is the Monkey D. Luffy Promo 033. I've actually made a couple videos on this when it came out in Japan, and I said that I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite promos ever, and it is still probably one of my top 5 favorite One Piece card game promos that has ever come out. This is basically the first ever print of One Piece. The first time it was ever shown in Shonen Jump, the premiere of One Piece, and they just slapped that cover onto a card, and it looks so cool. I just can't get away from how awesome this cover actually looks. It's so nostalgic, and this is just like the start of One Piece, just a straight up call to its start, its origin, and I just can't get away from that. I actually went to one of my good buddies. He actually sold me all 4 of these cards for $80, which I think is a really good value. I'm definitely going to send them to PSA to get slabbed up. Cannot wait for that. But anyways, guys, that is the entire haul from Collecticon Los Angeles. Very, weak compared to some people. People are dropping some mad cash, getting some mad collectibles. I just didn't see a ton of stuff that I really wanted. I saw a lot of really high-end One Piece, and I had a lot of the low-end One Piece already. Next time, I'm going to have to find a couple of at least one of the OP02 and OP03 boxes, but as far as the stuff that I was able to pick up, I absolutely love it. This is some of my favorite stuff. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know if you were at this Collecticon, if you are at one previous, or you plan on going to one, and what is on your guys' list. What's one of your holy grails that you're looking for? Thank you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video.